Okay. Hello. Sorry about the lengthy intro there. It's been a while. I haven't done this for a long time. So yeah, I'm just trying to remember how this all works, basically. This is the first time I've streamed or recorded a video live for a while, 6 months or so. So please excuse a little bit of unfamiliarity while I just get things running again. So I'm just going to flip over to the gaming stream and just try and get things live. I need to pick up the window, so 1 second. Game capture. I'm having some issues with the audio. It's very, very quiet. And that might be just by my options. Let's find out. That's it. It's because I switched it off. If I remember rightly, I switched it off because I got a copyright strike on a YouTube video because of it at one point, which wasn't good. Yeah, so one of the things I was actually trying to sort out while I was kind of making you all sit there and listen to nothing going on, was basically because I can't remember what I've done with the music application. I use Foobar to stream the music and I don't seem to have it installed. So that's interesting. So I don't really want to play the game in silence. So I'm hoping that I can try and find the application on my installation list and try and run it. If not, that's going to be a bit of a pain. So please bear with me. I'm not going to give you anything to watch because that would just be rude. So let me just put one there. There. Portable installed, and there's Foobar. Okay, we might be saved. I was hoping beyond hope that I had it installed as a portable app rather than an installed application. And now just need to try and load the playlist for streaming, if I can find it. Stream music, stream playlist. There we go. Welcome back to wonderful Synaptics, where I watch your stream today. Thank goodness. I think that should be feeling kind of wondering if I'm going to have the usual kind of people on the stream today. Obviously people like John Hogarth, Robbie isn't people younger, you know, people who usually come on the stream and complain that the sound isn't right. But we'll leave things for as they are for now. We've got the music playing. Do we have the thing that says what music is playing? I think we do. Is that one there? Let's hope so. Yes, so I apologise. Back to the microphone. Apologise for all the mucking about there. Let's try and get on with the game. So if you remember back, this will be part 11 playthrough for Carrier Command Gaea mission. I hope you were enjoying it up to chapter 10, and what we've had a bit of time on for a variety of reasons that I may or may not go into on screen. One of them was that around about Christmas I had the joy of trying to reinstall my PC several times. One of the things was that I was off game. 11 months. So looking at my YouTube list, obviously there was the Gaea command, the Gaea mission playing was 11 months, so that's pretty much a year. And I'll tell you why that's when I back. So yeah, it's been a year since I did this. Wow. Yeah, so sorry about that. And then I did an off-the-cuff LEGO review because someone asked me to. And then I did an announcement 8 months ago about why things are on hold. And that was 8 months, not 6 months like I thought. Yeah, so it's been a busy few months. Well, let's stop wasting time and get on with the game. So, where were we last time we recorded? We were on this kind of... Stop that. Okay, so where were we? We just finished taking our trophy, which is the second point, which opened up phase 3 of the game, which is my takeover of the rescue mission. This is where we did the last time. If I can take it on to the thing.
Warning, sir. Enemy carrier within reach. Prepare for naval combat.
This is where things get a little bit interesting, I think, because what happens is the other carrier is way stronger than we are. And as we're going across trying to take over his islands, he's also going across them to take over our islands. So we could end up going back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. yeah, trying to put the carrier on this seems a bad idea. That went well. Oh no! I think the game just crashed. It was crashed. This time,
those worlds in space are as countless as all the grains of sand on all the beaches of the earth. Each of those worlds is as real as ours. Countless worlds, numberless moments, an immensity of space and time.
Island under attack, sir. The enemy is trying to take it from us.
An immensity of space and time.
approaching. Check your map, sir.
work with all the DK. Music is very hard, honestly. Can you hear me when I'm at the top? If I turn the music down in the actual app, does it help? Is that better? See, it's been so long I've forgotten how all this works. It can still work. Okay, let me dump that up to... Yeah, that's probably why. See, if I put it up to there, then it actually kind of drowns out. It sort of maxes out. But that's fine. There you go. That should be loud enough for you now. Right, so let's whack a manta. Actually, you dock. You undock. The original carrier command, Marco, or this one? Come on! Come on! You can do it! I believe in you! No! Oh, come on, you can do this. It's a tiny little beach. Don't do that. What did you think of it when it came out? I mean, I knew it was around, but I had something against it in the fact that it wasn't pure carrier command. I always felt the carrier command it should be on this planet, and it should be pure, as it were. Like the background stuff that came out of the original game should be relevant to this one. I felt they changed the background, changed the lore far too much, and so I gave it a miss. And then when I saw it, I thought I'd give it a go. It was like, what, 10 years later or something like that? It was a while. So last year, basically. Thought I'd give it a go, and I've been pleasantly surprised. It does have the spirit of the old game, which was nice. The AI is a bit shit, but then I suppose the AI is a bit shit for you and for the other guy, so that's fine. Equally shit AI makes for fun. Sneaky. Nope, that was nearly over a cliff. Come on, out my way. So, oh bloody hell, it's over there. Try not to fall off the end of the bridge. Yeah, I've noticed that they are weak. They're better once you get a shield on them, but they're still not particularly great. What do I do? Is it automatic? It is, isn't it? Yeah. I have so forgotten how to do this. Why are my walruses over there? Oh, that's why. Ow. Walrus 9, go home. You're not doing anybody any good back there. Are we clear? Okay, doesn't seem to be a repair bay around here, which is a bugger. Oh. got a repowering station, which is something. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so there's bugger all up here. What we'll do... Is that a tank manufacturing place there? It is, isn't it? There we go. Where am I at the moment? Go away. So what's Tank 6 done to himself? Oh. That's a first. That's a new one. That is a new one. There we go. Oh. You stupid Berk. Is that out the frying pan into the fire though? No, we're out. We're out. Nice. No, 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 no. Okay, yeah, okay, go on then. Right, and you know what? Dock. Right, I'll head back down to that refuel resupply place. Sorry, the resupply place, it's not a refuel, I just refueled. Want to need some repair. Oi! Should maybe have blown up the Mantor garage as well. Right, now that we're restocked, let's have a look at where we need to be. Yes, I think that's where we need to go. Yes, let's go there. That's where our first firewall is as well. Nope, don't want to sit still around there. Where the hell did he come from? Have I got the hacking thing on me, or can I hack? Or can I not hack? Let's find out. There we go.
Keep at it.
Got another one, it's the bloody first one. Alright, you're a happy bunny again. Okay. How do I take it off that zoom view? Keyboard. Tab. Okay, how have I done that? Ow. How have I managed to... I don't want that view, I don't like that view, I can't drive in that view, help. Is it left on? Apparently not. Oh, come on, where is it? See? There you go. Hallelujah. Right. think my counterpart needs some fuel. So let's say we're heading back up there. Just do that on autopilot. In the meantime, Walrus 9, go home. Oh Jesus, Walrus 9's gone. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, they've obviously refueled, resupplied. Where's that bloody manta? There it is. Go away. Oh dear. Anyway, hello Drew, how are you doing? I don't have any spare walruses, so I've now properly lost Walrus 9. That's an arse. Is that an energy point? Yeah, it's not a rearm point. Oh god, this but this is hard. Okay, so let's go to that and then set the assist. And then go to 8 and reverse him out of the way because he's been a dick.
Program completed.
Just get on with it. Take the shortcut. Yeah, I'm just going to take the shortcut. I'm in a tank. What could possibly go wrong? That's what could go wrong. Oh dear me. Okay. No. Away. 8. You stay where you are and refuel. Back to carrier 7. Walrus 7. Why am I way down there? That's my first hack target. Okay, so let's take the guys. Can I go across that way? What the fuck? Ow! I'm seriously considering just stopping this. This is getting ridiculous. I've lost of 2 walruses and a man for no good reason other than that I'm shit at playing games. So it's now just me. That solves that problem.
Sir, it's working. Try to locate and enable more. Then we'll be able to access more.
Oh, yeah, they can be tricky. I think I'm out of practice as well, and that's the big problem. Not there. Oh, that perspective seems to have gone a bit strange. Because I'm really high up. So where's my next one? Is it there? Command center, that's what blew up. Rearm point, is that where I currently am? Right over there. I mean, I suppose that's something. Okay, so let's go there. So, how you doing? Yes, it's been a while. Hello, how have you been? Am I keeping well? That's a relative question, sir. In comparison to some out there who are suffering with this COVID crap, then yes, I'm doing okay. But in terms of me, myself and I, not great, no. Hence why I've not been online for a while. Just lots and lots of stuff going on. Just, you know, crap you don't want to hear about. But, yeah, hopefully back online. Doing various bits and pieces at the minute. I've not been really focused on any computer related stuff. It's, yeah, real life just gets in the way of all the fun things we can do, which is a bugger, but we persist, we carry on. We may not live, but we at least exist, which is more than can be said for some. Come on, in you come. No! That may not be good. Let's deal with problem number 1, and then we'll deal with problem number 2, which may be a fairly serious problem. Ah, yes. Oh, I thought you'd ask that. It's not like you have a one-track mind. I think I said to you I did look across some of them. It's just I still have an issue in my house that I actually, given now that I've seen how big they are, I don't actually have a space in my house big enough to lay them out flat. I could roll them out. I could potentially roll them out as a scroll and maybe look at them bit by bit. But if you've ever seen a look at my office, or what is now my office, I mean, I'm now working from home pretty much full time. So my office is basically my office and my workstation and my gaming room and my actual work office. So I did manage to clear a nice big space, but I had to fill it with all my work stuff. So in terms of being able to stretch great big things out, it's not been the best. Where the hell are they coming from? Oh, it's there. And I'm looking too high up to actually be able to hit that. Ah, got it. Hello, boys. Here's Johnny, who's about to run out of ammo. And I can't get an angle good enough to actually hit anything. This is bad. So essentially that was probably the biggest waste of an hour and a half of my life I've ever seen. So well, it's actually an anti-aircraft gun. That's the problem with it. It's a quad air-to-air, sorry, surface-to-air gun. But it is very, very good at damaging tanks. So I try and use it. It's usually my command tank because it does take things down rather quickly. And usually I've got a backup. Usually if I can't get an angle on it with the quad gun, I've got a laser tank nearby that I can use anyway, and I use that. Obviously they all got taken out because I'm shit. So that was, yeah, biggest waste of time ever. And this is where it gets frustrating because I'm very aware of the fact. What's distracting me is that, one, I haven't played this for a while, so I've forgotten how everything works, and two, I am very aware that there are other islands being attacked by the enemy carrier. And the problem is, if I don't get on with doing the mission, then obviously the enemy carrier is going to just get more powerful and more powerful, and I'm going to be screwed. And I'm just going to spend all my time chasing back and forward, retaking those islands. And quite frankly, you know, I've played this game now for 20 hours, something like that, and I can't be arsed anymore. This is the big thing about coming back to it, is I do want to finish this game, but I know what Carrier Command was like when I played it back in the day, and obviously this has actually kind of captured that. It's captured that kind of play style. So you've got to kind of capture the islands, and then you've got to try and keep up with the other carrier doing its stuff. But what I've just seen there, some of the messages that popped up were basically the enemy carrier took Fulcrum, and then instantly started taking over one of the other islands. And we're talking within 2-3 minutes, where you as a player, if you want to go to another island, you have to go into this time warp thing. So it would take the carrier 15-20 minutes to get to another island if you just did it normal time. Whereas somehow the time warp, I mean, is it a time warp that is actually a time warp? So they actually bend time to move the carrier from island to island, and everything else is experiencing things in real time? Or is it just the game doing a time warp? And that's what I don't get. So that kind of unbalances it slightly. I think. So I'm going to quit that because that was a waste of time. And I've lost pretty much all my vehicles. I'm going to just pause there for a second. I'm going to try and work out what I can do next. So, yeah, this is what I mean. It's a tough game, and obviously I've got to take over all these other islands quicker than the other carrier can do that. So, yeah. And I need to focus my efforts on trying to make sure that I'm doing this right. The mantas are a good way of doing it, because the mantas can sit up high and they can take out some of the other facilities, and I do tend to use them for taking out, I do a bit of recon, and then I'll use them for taking out the tank manufacturing facilities and aircraft manufacturing facilities. Not overly fussed with the aircraft manufacturing, but the tank manufacturers, it's, yes, that can be the tricky one. So, what do I do next? Part of me is kind of wondering whether I should just kind of write this off for the moment and maybe play it offline so I'm not boring you guys playing the same bit again and again and again, and just maybe continue it as a YouTube series and actually finish it off with a little more pizzazz. But let's finish our session tonight and see where we can get. Let's see if I can try and do the same thing again. Let's head up to Duessa again, try and do the same thing. So there's the time warp. Now you see, I'm in time warp, and the bark is in time warp as well. So in theory, the entire world is in time warp at this point. It's a time warp for the game, not for the world, which makes me wonder what's going on. So let's go up to there, and we're going to come in at the same bit again. Supply bark is now fueled. Might mean we're refueling actually. Okay, so let's do what we did before. What is that attacking me then? Oh, it's a tank. Nah, I'm not going to take that risk. Doc!
Engaged enemy. Another firewall within range, sir. Engaged enemy.
It's okay, John, you didn't miss very much. You missed me getting my ass seriously kicked through my own incompetence, so yeah, I'm kind of glad you didn't see that, to be honest. Right, I am going to do a resupply thing. So let's go back to the carrier. Supplies. Walruses. Walrus. So where's my bark? Can I add one to the bark? Or is the bark still not back yet? Bark's still not back yet. Okay, that screws that up then. 6, 7, and 8.
Engaged enemy. Walrus 8 launched. 6.
V says the graphics are better than I remember. You know what? I actually thought that earlier. It seems crisper. It seems brighter as well. I wonder if it's the graphics for the better, slightly better drivers on Windows 10. Okay, so today I'm actually going to go this time, sorry, not today. I'm going to go this way. Tell Dave send me the measurements I asked for, or the materials or something else. I presume this is face masks. Tell V I'll get the measurements to her as soon as I can, but there's been a few crises around here the last few days, so I've not had a chance to really get anything done. This is my time to chill out, so I'm chilling out and relaxing. But when I get some time free to do anything else, then that'll be the first thing I do. No, I fully get it. I mean, I did mean to do it yesterday, and then just time went totally away from me. And today has just been absolute mad, daft craziness from start to finish all bloody day. Thank you, sir.
Sir, it's working. Try to locate and disable more. Then we'll be able to attack them.
Furloughed again. Wow. Right, there isn't. Oh, fucking mouse. Okay, I am going to nip round and get an ammo resupply. Haven't been in the office since March 10th. Do you know, I think I can say pretty much the same, but sadly or luckily, I don't know which way to put it. I'm going to put luckily, because I think people are really suffering at the minute. But yeah, I have the ability to work from home, so I have my own. My office is now my actual office, so my little cubbyhole office room, where I do my gaming and my work and my building and my designing and all that other stuff that I try and tell myself I'm good at. It's now kind of half, so one side of it, like the, wait a minute, that's west, south. The south side of the office is my my fun office,
Assist.
and then the west side of the office is now my Experian working office, complete with coffee machine, the essentials. But no, it's okay. It's problematic, and I know it's people are actually suffering. People are really struggling with things at the minute, and it's a complete arse. And I do feel for you being furloughed, and I do feel for the people that are obviously losing jobs and all that kind of stuff. I mean, this is the first time I've actually been online doing something in public since the lockdown started, and I am troubled by what's happening in the outside world. And I'm a lock-in person anyway. I don't, you know, other than people that are kind of miles and miles away, I don't have many actual friends around this area. So being locked down and not being able to see anybody isn't really doing me any harm at the minute. Obviously, with the things going on with Drew and yourself, I do want to be kind of getting out and doing stuff and seeing people. And obviously, we regret not being able to get to the thingy. The wedding and all, the anniversary and stuff like that, but it's just I could and was working from home, but the bosses took the opportunity to furlough as many staff. Yeah, this is what people are doing though, isn't it? Companies are not laying people off, but taking advantage of the government scheme, but then still finding themselves in trouble, basically, which isn't great in a lot of ways. it's just I don't know. I mean, my feel on things is there's a lot of stuff going on in terms of. Okay, see you, Gil. So I honestly, I will. At some point, when I get the opportunity, I will try and look at those things properly. It's just not been a high priority at the minute, mate. Not even for the last 6 months. I wish I could say that I had the time to enjoy myself at the minute, but quite a lot of people I've spoken to have said that they're having the same issue as me in terms of where they are with being able to work, and their work-life balance has just gone out the window. Keep yourself safe, Gil. So, thank you for popping in. I mean, maybe at the end of the stream, when we've had our 2 hours of fun, I'll maybe go into some of the things that have been going on and kind of a bit of an attempt at catching up with things for the last few months. Because it has been a while, and I know there are people out there who kind of would maybe be interested in knowing what it's been up to. But yeah, I mean, I've just felt that, you know, the trying to get online and do stuff and engage and get on with life as normal just seems a bit blasé, a bit flippant about what's been going on lately. But then I suppose, you know, we have to have the offline time. We have to have every tree. If there's a tree I can hit, I'll hit the bloody thing. Right. So, is that another firewall down there? No, that's a building. You twat. That's a command center. To keep things relatively sensible. Whee! Wendy, I can fly. Die. Thanks for that, Daddy Hoggy. Thanks for sharing. Right, so that's me refueled. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take the tanks back to the carrier. So I'm going to dock 7, and hopefully 6 and 8 should follow. And get them all repaired and restocked, and then come back round the other side. Although again, yeah, this see again, that's another ambivalent thing. It's, I'm glad I've still got a job. I'm glad I can still work. I'm glad I can work from home, so I can still, you know, so I can still make the wage that I make anyway, and I can still make sure that my job is actually being done, and that the company I work for doesn't suddenly realise that they can do someone else could do my job easier, or that me not doing my job means that, you know, nothing really goes wrong. That's the worst case scenario, isn't it? Suddenly discover that because you've not been at work for 6 months, oh, we don't actually need him to come to work. Mega. Let's just not bother. But I mean, I love the fact I can do that. I love the fact I'm still doing my job and I can film a day. But yeah, people like you, John, who are lucky enough to be furloughed and lucky enough to be able to sit in the house all day and play games or do whatever else. You know, there's the up and down, isn't it? I feel I've got more of a sense of job security because of the fact I can actually still work. But then I've got that downside of, yeah, I can't play. Everyone else is talking about finishing off their projects and building stuff and playing games and building model kits and all this kind of stuff that I tend to be kind of following on Facebook and stuff like that. Yeah, I understand. I mean, you were off anyway. No, that's very true. I mean, it's not my first choice of trying to get a few weeks off. But the thing is, I mean, if I did have a broken hip, I probably could still work. That's the issue. I mean, you have a sense of mobility to your job, and I have this. I sit in front of a computer all day. Place I work for lets us work from home anyway, and all they've really done is just extend that and say, well, now you're being forced to work from home rather than having it as a choice. And who knows? They might even decide as time rolls merrily forward that we can work from home full time if we want to. I mean, if they decide to do that, you know, I don't know. I've got used to it. I might actually do it. It saves me like hundreds of pounds in travel costs. So essentially, I mean, travelling to the office every day for me is 50 quid petrol, 50 or 60 quid petrol a week. So I have to fill the tank up twice in the week. But the first fill up is on the Monday, and then the second fill up is usually on the Friday. And then it kind of rolls forward from there. And I don't really use the car much in between, to be honest. Doc, you spaz. But yes, I mean, that's, say, 250 quid savings on petrol alone. I don't have to use the canteen at work. I don't have to go for a breakfast or get coffees or anything like that. So we actually managed to save £800 by me not going to work on the first month of lockdown. And that was awesome. I mean, I went daft on Amazon the next month, obviously, and then spent it all again. But now I have some lovely stuff. I have an aircon unit, it's great. Actually, can I try something while you guys are on there? Do something practical. I'm going to switch my aircon unit on, and I'm going to ask you if you can actually hear it, if it's really loud. I have earplugs in. That's it on now. Is there a big difference in the sound quality? Can you hear it? I mean, they are loud things anyway, but I can hear it very loudly in here. But apparently when I'm on my headset for work, it's loud, yeah, that's what I thought. When I'm on my headset for work, nobody can hear it. And that's the weird thing. I mean, I've had it on and off. I've actually switched it on and off while I've been on a call at work. No one can hear it at all. It doesn't change anything at all. It's bizarre. But this microphone obviously is picking up everything. I'll switch it off again. But yeah, I mean that would be a big help to be able to use it if I'm able to. So what I may do, I'm looking interestedly at the homemade headset I made with a directional microphone on it, and I'm just wondering if that might be the better option. You'll need to explain that stuff to me. That sounds very technical. If I can do something that will cancel out certain sounds and certain frequencies, that would be good. But I have so many audio problems with this stream in the first place, it's probably not even worth the risk. Let's go around there. Come on, the hell are you playing at? Okay, so that's taken that one down. So I've done that one. Done that one. I've been up there and done that one. So it's basically this one I've got to do now. Okay. Good. Okay, now I'll go to there. Want my link on charge, plenty. Damage is okay. Going about which are bundling good old games sell. Planet for 3. Can't have big laptop on knee too heavy to use Surface Pro. Oh damn. So what's Gwent then? I've never heard of it. Oh! Thank you, by the way. Very much appreciate the gifted games last couple of days, mate. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Hockey Manager basically gives me the chance to take charge of my local Kirkcaldy-based Five Flyers hockey team and see what I can do with them. Here we go. Fucker. Don't fall off the cliff this time. Damn. Die. No. That is not what I need. Where can I go for repairs? Very quickly. Pretty much nowhere. going to park him there just now. And I'm going to take Walrus 8 in for a recon. Everything? Is there a repair bay in there? No. There is, however, a tank bay. Ah.
Sir, bad news. The enemy is attacking one of our islands. Check the map.
Most of the guy using the Witcher books and assets from the Witcher games. Interesting. So, where have I got a repair bay? Bloody nowhere by the sound of it. Okay. Part of me kind of wonders whether it's an idea to take everybody back home for a bit, get a bit of a fixer-upper, or head back over there again. But do you know what? I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, trying to find one that's a bit closer. So I mean, I suppose they're all as far away as each other. I mean, I could probably take that out. I just don't want to take the risk. Actually, you know what? I am gonna do that first. That way, I don't have to come all the way back up here again. So it's 10 o'clock, we're almost done with the stream tonight, lads. Any girls that might be around. That's a repair bay there. Oh, that's handy. That was handy, wasn't it? What a coincidence! So let's go back to 7. He needs it the most. This is where we died last time. So what have we got here? We've got the firewall and we've got the repair bay. We've got headquarters and we've got a command centre. So it's the command centre we want. Ah, so nice. And I can just nip down there and get a refuel as well if I need it. which I probably do. Okay, just move him out of the way. Let's grab number 6. Done. Now we need a restocking ammo as well. Or do I just jump up that way? So I mean the quad gun is getting a bit definitely low. Yeah, that's almost out. Let's just hug the firewall.
Sir, a scan indicates that the defense has been weakened. Try and disable more of them.
Okay. No, actually we'll go there. Let's get everything stocked up. So we'll get a refuel there and we'll get an ammo rearm there. Laser could do a charge on number 8. Oh god, yeah. Everyone needs a rearm. What are we like for fuel? Yeah, we're all need to get resupplied. choice. It's a good idea. I mean, if you've got extra stuff, then yeah, I mean, hand it around friends and family is always should be your first bet. Unfortunately, when you have a lot of friends who are gamers, it tends to be the same situation you find, that you quite often have them. But yeah, gifting on streams is always good. Yeah, as I was saying, the hockey one was one that struck my interest, because I've never played a hockey management sim, and I looked at a few of the reviews and it looked like it was quite good. So I thought I'll give that a try, because I just wanted to see how it goes. I mean, I know how Football Manager tended to work, and I was just wondering if it was kind of similar. And like I say, it got some good reviews, so I thought it was worth a try, worth a look. Let's do 8 first, seeing as he's sitting right in front of it anyway. He's done. Reverse him out the way. Go back to 6. Try not to drive into the. And then, as I say, I mean, I was sitting thinking, overnight I was kind of thinking, Football Manager. I'm not, I mean, you know I'm not a big footy fan. Never have been, never will be. I quite enjoy the occasional game. Like if I've got something like a FIFA game or something. I had FIFA Road to World Cup. Was it 96? That game when it came out, and it was fun. I mean, a football computer game is actually quite fun, whether or not you're a big kind of footy fan. It's just fun to relax and sit and muck about, and not do something that's like mission based or anything. And once you work out what that particular game's kind of methods are, then you can have quite a lot of fun and actually win a few games, which is nice. So yeah, I was kind of sitting thinking. The last time I played a Football Manager game was years ago. It was literally, it must be one of the very first ones. Football Manager itself or Football Manager 2. Oh no, exactly. Nothing will beat Sensible Soccer. My Sensible Soccer experience was on the Amiga, and I loved it to bits. I actually got a demo of it on the cover disc for an Amiga magazine, and it was a revelation in football games. It was the most fun I've had playing a football game, and it still is. And again, but you can actually work out that the tactic, the angle at which you could kick the ball, which would mean you would get a goal pretty much every time. That's the yes, that's what we need to get to at the end. So let's go up here. Yeah, so I had Sensible Soccer, then I had Sensible World of Soccer, and all the different bits and pieces. And the cover disc was awesome because it was the England v Germany cover disc, so you could play England v Germany as like the 1990s team, or you could play England v Germany the 1966 team, or you could play England v Germany World War II version. So it was like literally it was like Cannon Fodder met Sensible Soccer, Cannon Soccer you might call it. But that was awesome. And instead of kicking footballs, you were kicking grenades, and they would blow up. They'd blow up on you. It was a lot of fun, lots and lots and lots of fun. Oh crap. fine, thank you. And yeah, so as to say, the first Football Manager was the last Football Manager. I think it was FM1 or FM2 was the last time I played it. So that was Spectrum times, way back when. You can get some fixings and you can do some hackings. And I thought, you know what, I've not seen it for ages, I've not played it for ages, let's give it a go. And so yeah, I kind of rethought that.
Sir, firewall successfully stable. It's now possible to make use of the hacking capsule's primary function to take the command.
Where is the command center? Is that the command center? Yes it is. So what's that then? Let's have a look at that on the way back. So let's go to there. Yeah, and again I had a look at some reviews in the morning and I thought, yeah, you know what, that does actually look quite fun. And apparently they made loads and loads of fixes to it and made it play much better than it did before, so I always remember the little 2D players pootling around doing their little set pieces and so on. That was fun. But yeah, as I say, I don't do management sims very often anymore, and I could do with something that's just nice and relaxing to play on the computer now and again. Not that I get much time to play the computer anymore. It's just all full on, all work now. I mean, I'm doing on average of, for a couple of weeks there I was doing about 10-hour shift every day on average, just to cover the work that needed to get done and the volume of stuff that was coming in and all that kind of stuff. Obviously not going into too much detail about what it is that I actually do. You all know where I work, so I think I mentioned it earlier by mistake, so more for me. But yeah, it's a bit of a work-life balance imbalance, as it were. So what's this? A factory? Oh, it is a factory, so I can hack it and get in, can't I? Ow. Oh, this is where we can find some naughty stuff.
Sir, it appears to be locking me out. It seems to be requesting a highly encrypted access. I suggest taking the command center first and then searching the data.
Forgot that's what you had to do when you find a factory. Okay, so the command centre's there. Let's autopilot our way to that. Colin! Yeah, I know. I mean, I drew it back, John. I mean, I really did draw it back. I was actually getting recommendations from managers to draw it back a bit. That's how bad it had got, and I was going a bit stir crazy. So the last 2 weeks, or the last week and this week, I have kind of said, right, I'm out of here on time, or half an hour late. I don't mind being half an hour late or something, unless I've been pissing about during the day, in which case I'll do that extra hour or extra half hour that I needed. And I needed to do a little bit extra today because some things happened today and some things happened yesterday that were a bit unfortunate, and we had to kind of get some stuff sorted out. And it's just been a horrible day all round for loads and loads of different people today that I care about. So yeah, not that it hasn't been like that for other people as well at the minute. I mean, seriously, there have been some major league things going on with close friends, family, just mindfuckery at the minute, isn't it? I have got the thing, haven't I? Am I at the wrong side? It has. It's been mindfuckery from one end to the other, mate. I totally agree. But yeah, Colin, how you doing? Mission 6. I'm not entirely sure what Mission 6 is. I didn't even think they had numbers. It's there, Luke. It's there. It's that I need. That's it. Oops. So how do I do it? How do I set the thing? Doing what I think I should do and pressing the button. F. Oh God. Why is it gone red? Every cloud's got a silver lining. Johnny boy. Johnny boy? I've never ever called you that. I do apologise, sorry. I am going crazy. I'm going absolutely bloody bonkers. I've been doing okay with this, to be honest with you. I mean, I've managed pretty much everything I've tried to do so far, and it's just I haven't played it for so long. I've forgotten how to activate the thing. And I've taken down all the firewalls. So firewall, 4 firewalls all gone. Command center that I'm trying to get onto. Should just be a matter of pressing that. Have I actually not got the right thing? Is that what I've done? I've not got the right thing. I've not got the right thing. I've got a defense capsule. Oh, fucking hell! Right, okay. It's got a laser. It's got a heart capsule. Okay, undock. Nope, go away. You can't see my face right now, but I'm mooning myself. It'll go that way. Don't think I've actually been that way yet. Yeah, that's one of the things I was going to kind of touch on earlier in the stream as well. Actually, was what I've been up to the last few months. Why I've been off basically since July last year, essentially. And it is just basically one of those things where just various different things have happened. So I mean, in July last year, you probably all know I slipped a disc, so I wasn't allowed to sit at a computer or anywhere near a computer for something on the order of 2.5 months. So that kind of took me away from streaming. I think I put an announcement out about that at some point. I think during that time, I think around about the same time it happened, I got the Oculus Rift S, and then when I tried to set it up, obviously it was all chaos. So then I had to. It doesn't work without Windows 10. I had to put that on. It doesn't work without a USB 3 port. It then turned out that the USB 3 port in my computer is incompatible. or it's listed as incompatible. I'll be honest with you guys, it's not incompatible. It's just their drivers are absolutely shit, and that was 2 months of work to try and get them to work that one out, and they still don't admit it. They still don't admit that it's not the right thing. But essentially, it's a particular chipset that they say is actually blacklisted from their driver because it says, if it detects it, it says nope, can't have it. This isn't compatible with the Oculus Rift S. You have to get a different one. So I did. I went and got a different one, and it still didn't fucking work. So after all this argument and all this mucking about, I did actually finally manage to get it. Well, actually, around about the same time the back thing happened, so I kind of had to stop. And I actually made things a lot worse by actually trying to help do all the hardware diagnostic stuff that they told me I needed to do to get it to work. And that just actually hurt me even more, because I'm crawling about on the floor trying to get this damn thing done. It was a pain in the literal pain in the back. So after a lot of fucking around, bought myself a new USB 3 card to keep them happy. I actually got the Oculus Rift S working.
Definitely coming in. We've gained more ground, sir. Great.
Right, now I'm going to take everybody back to that factory. Yeah, and then I got it working with that wanky chipset enough that I could maybe have a bit of a go on it now and again, but obviously my back being the way it was, I couldn't sit at the computer. Once my back got all sorted out, I'd had to do all the Windows 10 updates and everything was different, and then nothing was installed properly and I couldn't stream anyway because nothing was on. And then when I got back onto the computer again, Christmas came and went, all the different things with the pets kicked off. It was just nightmarish chaos. Whee! And what happened next? Just a chaos of different things. And then obviously, because the headset wasn't working fully properly, I then decided, right, I'm going to have to get this sorted out. So I'd put my call on hold with Oculus, and said to them, look, I can't do this just now, let me sort it all out and I'll get back to you. So I did it. That was awesome. Missiles for the walrus. Yeah, but the thing is, Daddy Huggy, I think that might be the problem. It's because your setup is probably a lot different to mine. They told me that the issue with the setup with mine was the fact that this chipset was buggered. This chipset was not compatible. Is it the VIA chipset? Something like that. And yeah, for that reason, basically, no, you can't have none. Yes, I mean, in amongst all that, I reinstalled Windows 3 times because they told me to do it, and I'm just uninstalling stuff left, right, and centre. And what I had to basically do was, in order to make it work, obviously I had to get a new graphics card because it said that the graphics card is not being good enough, so I have to spend 400 quid on a new graphics card and to spend 50 quid on this new USB card. And I only have 2 slots. 2 available slots on my computer because the graphics card covers up one of the slots. So what I've had to do is get an extension cable to plug the card into that to free up one of the slots that I can get the USB 3 card into, which would be fine, but I have a low profile case, and essentially, long story short, what I've had to do is cut a hole in the bottom of the case to stick the bottom of the graphics card out of, so that I can actually get it connected to the back panel. So there's like a 1.5 centimetre of graphics card plug out of the bottom of an angle ground, using an angle grinder with a cutting disc on it to cut through the bottom of the case with the motherboard in place to get this damn thing to work. It's a butcher's job. It's a fucking hack, and I was livid, absolutely bloody livid. about the situation with Oculus, and as I said to them, it works. The whole damn thing works. The Gaea chipset works with the system. It works with Oculus. The only thing that's actually wrong with it is it's a bit unstable, because when you go into the Oculus software, it detects you've got this Gaea chip there, and says it's not working. Well, it's actually working. So it sends that message to the headset that is working to tell you that it's not working because it's in an incompatible port. And it's like, I could not get them to understand this. It's like, if it works, why doesn't it work? Why does it tell me it's not working when it's clearly working? And they're like, oh, it's because it's an incompatibility with the chipset. It just doesn't work with that chipset. But it's working. If I cancel that message that comes up during all my games, it all works fine. It's just that all it does, it drops out of the game to tell me that the chipset doesn't work. And it was useless. It was like they were like, huh? I don't know. It was. I mean, seriously. I mean, if this is a symptom of what Facebook have done to the Oculus, then Jesus fucking Christ. And I still don't get it. What I had to do to make it work was uninstall the Oculus USB hub. So the Oculus Rift S USB hub, which is where it controls all of its cable connections. Uninstall it and install the basic. I mean, oh, this wasn't level 1. Oh, no. This was level 3 technical support. I'd been escalated twice. Once because I went ballistic at them, and second time because I threatened to put everything on YouTube. So I've recorded every conversation we've had. I've got a screen grab of everything that we've talked about. Yeah, and that's it. All they could do is just back up the same thing. And they said to me, "But we can get it working with this with the USB 3 add-on card." And I said, "I don't want it working with the USB add-on card. I want it working with the chipset I've got, because the chipset works. If I remove the Oculus Rift S USB hub drivers and use the default Windows ones as that hub, it works perfectly." Facebook Oculus level 3 is level 1 anywhere else. Pretty much, yeah. And I'll be fair, I mean, they weren't particularly... How do I stop that? Suspend. Dock. It wasn't scripted. I mean, these guys were doing their best. I mean, I'd sent about 5 or 6 different bug reports and reports from the system and log files and everything from their system setup, and they went through it in detail. And obviously the second level guy was really good. He was actually quite helpful, but just couldn't work it out. And it got to a point after, I mean, I was on with him for 12 hours. And I was just chewing the fat with the guy. I mean, this is while I've got a slip disc, while I'm sitting on my office chair, or on my gaming chair at the time. Right, I'm saving this now. Yeah, I'm going to quit the game now, and I'm going to drop back to the stream intro screen and switch that off like I'm meant to. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, so it was basically, yeah, the second level guy was good. I mean, he sat with me 12 hours at ridiculous time in the morning. I mean, this was literally, it was an all-nighter, and I was in absolute fucking agony through half of it. Doped up on as many painkillers as I could cram into my gob without killing myself. And I sat from something like 8 o'clock at night to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock the next morning. Having been off work and all that kind of stuff, and it was ridiculous. But it did actually help. I mean, he took the log reports, he went through them bit by bit, he found the line that said it found the blacklisted card, and that's why it wasn't working. He helped me with the reinstallation of the drivers, he went through everything he could think of to put it through, and he was really good. And I just, while we were waiting on things to reinstall, he was quite happy to sit there with me and listen. Has the sound gone or is it over? The sound, it's over, dude. Am I still? Can you still hear me? I'm hoping you can still hear me. And yeah, that was it. So then he went, and I had to take a break from that for a while. And the next time I got on, I got a second level guy who wasn't as good, and he was a complete wanker, and I told him to fuck off, and escalated it from there. So that was where it ended. Obviously, then I had a couple of months off. Didn't worry about it too much after that, and then around about Christmas time, I went back onto it and got it all sorted out again. Yeah, so apologies for the offensiveness. Have a good night, everyone. I'm going to try and do this again either next week or a week after. Obviously, I'm trying to slide gently back into doing this again. So I don't know if it's going to be next week or the week after. In fact, John, what's your preference? Because you're pretty much the only person that watches these streams on a regular basis. Although Colin does watch them. Although I may have just pissed him off enough to not make him want to watch it again. But I know the only thing you've really got that conflicts with this is your Word Watchers evening. Is that next week or is it week after? So I'll try and schedule it. I'll try and schedule the next one for when you're going to be available. If you're not available in 2 weeks, then I'll do it again next week, and then we'll do 2 weeks from there. And that way, hopefully, we can kind of bounce around you. Because obviously, I'm primarily doing this for you. So, but next stream, I'll be going back to Fulcrum to fix it. Because I really, honestly, cannot take on that carrier the way things are. I might even try and see about doing something like that. Is it third Wednesday of the month? Okay, so next week's okay then. That means next week next week will be okay, but the weekend after that won't, because this is the first Wednesday of the month, isn't it? So I can do one next week and then 2 weeks after to keep you in the loop. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's what I'll try and do then. I'll try and do this again next week, and then we'll do it again on the 20th. Oh no, we bloody won't, because that's my anniversary. If I try streaming that week, I'll be screwed. Well, I probably won't be screwed actually, I'll be the exact opposite of screwed. Okay, so in that case it's going to be next week, and then the 29th. Okay, cool. Alright then everyone, have a good one. I'm going to go and edit this video and take out that rant, because I don't think anyone needs to hear that shit. No. Mind you, it seems to be the theme at the moment, but never mind. Okay, so everyone, have a good week, have a good fortnight, have a good whatever it is you do. Stay safe. To quote a certain comedian who I'm watching at the moment, stay safe, stay inside. If you have to go outside, wear a mask. Wash your fucking hands regardless. Have a good evening. Have a good rest of day. Yes, I'm quoting Sarah Millican, sorry. Very good YouTube series she's doing at the minute on reading her book out loud to a screen. It's very fun to watch. Very, very funny book and very funny person. Take care everyone, good night, take care. Love you all, bye.